Hi everybody, this is Dwayne with Lilley's Landing Resort Marina. It is Wednesday, August the 14th, and it's right about noon 30. I have got an 8-foot rod, so that pink parra worm, I'm going to fish it, is about 10 feet, maybe 11 feet underneath of a float. I think they're going to turn some water on here in just a little bit, but right now it is off. There's really no wind. It's not terribly hot out here, but it is kind of warm. I've got, from my braid line on the spool, which is, I think, 20-pound test, I've got about a 6 or 7 foot piece of 4-pound test. And then from the 4-pound test, I've got another 5 or 6 foot piece of 2-pound test down to the pink parra worm. It is bright and sunny out. There's a few clouds out there, but none of them are covering up the sun. So we're going to fish this pink parra worm really deep underneath a float. I'm along the bluff just above the resort, and there are some shade areas from overhanging trees. And that's what I'm going to kind of target. I'm going to get over a little bit closer so I can cast into that shaded area along this bluff and see if we can't talk a fish into coming out and biting. This is typically one of the hardest times of the day to fish for trout, but we're going to try it. And I got over into the shade just a little bit. I like this braid when we're fishing the parra worm because it floats on top. And if you have a windy day or some current or the boat is moving just a little bit, you can see that line out there and be able to tell when you need to maintain some line control, like pick up, there's a big loop there, pick that up and then reel in that slack line. That way if you get a bite, when you set your hook, you can make contact with the fish. You've got to have a little bit of slack line so that you're not dragging that worm through the water and not allowing it to sink. But you don't want too much slack that you cannot make contact with the fish. And that worm just finally sank all the way down to the bottom. So it took it about 20 seconds to sink all the way down through there, fishing it about 11 feet underneath the float. And we can let that sit there for just a minute or a few seconds, and then you can start adding a little bit of action to it. What you're doing is picking that worm back up into the water column, and now it's slowly sinking down again. I'll move this over here a little closer. Not a lot of boats out here right now. You can see 2 others up and down. When they turn this water on here in a little bit, it should make for a decent bite once that water starts moving. I had a trip yesterday morning. It wasn't really a trip, fishing with friends, so I got to fish too. And we threw the jerk baits up in the trophy area. And we fished for about 4 hours, and between the 3 of us, we might have landed 9 or 10 fish, but they were 9 or 10 really good fish. One of them was a 24.25-inch rainbow, or 24.5-inch rainbow that weighed just under 9 pounds. We got another rainbow that was right about 21 inches long, and then the rest of them were all from 17 to 19 inches. We had to work hard for those fish yesterday morning, but they were sure good ones, the ones that we did catch. I I just got to work today, so I haven't heard any fishing reports about this morning or what's happening today. Must be getting just a tiny bit of current now because we've drifted from that little shade pocket up there just to the tip of this other shade pocket here. Also on that pink power worm on that 100th ounce jig, I'm only fishing about half of that worm right now. It's a real small piece of it. Oh, there's a bite. Come on, eat it. Eat it. Eat it. Oh, he was messing with it. I think he lost interest. That bobber was just barely twitching. Sometimes if you wiggle it, you can get their interest in it again and do what I call talking them into eating it. But it's not looking like he's going to play along today. All right, well, I'm up here right next to the boat. We'll give him just another few seconds to try. Otherwise, it's going to be an official miss today. But I want to throw back up into that shade one more time. Nobody chasing it up. So officially a miss. I got it way up there in that shade this time. Bit of cloud cover starting to happen. Oh, he might have nipped at it again. Oh, did I? No, I got him. I thought I missed him. All right. A fish on the pink power worm, fishing it extremely deep in the middle of the day. It can happen. He's a little bitty guy. Just a little bitty one. That's probably why he didn't commit to taking it the first time. All right, we thank you all for watching. And we will try it again tomorrow. See if I can get this hooked up without making a mess. Come way up here and then come underneath the reel seat. I need to go even further up. That's a little difficult to manage. Thank you all for watching. We'll try it again tomorrow.